Hey, how's it going, y'all? Welcome to week 7 of the LET, where we're going to be taking on Pokebaldi and the Dundee Darmanitans. I'm fairly sure that Pokebaldi, he is going to be uploading. He has been uploading this whole league so far, so be sure to go check the description. Check them out. Seems like they make some pretty fun content and stuff like that, so that's great. Always want to support everybody else that can. So anyway, you see the team over there on the right. They have the Terra Enamorus, Slowking, Decidueye, Hisui, Bramblegast, Gudra Hisui, Weavile, Sandy Shocks, Bellybolt, and Volcanion that can also Terra, and Dunsparce. I have no idea how this man got freaking two absolutely broken Terra captains, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, definitely a very, very scary team. However, he does have kind of some speed issues. Like, he does have a Weavile, don't get me wrong, Weavile is fantastic, but other than that, like, Enamorus is a pretty good speed, but you know, that's pretty much about it. So I feel like we could do pretty dang good here, in as long as we can, you know, deal with some of those faster things or take hits from some of those faster things. Of course, this is pre-DLC, so Weavile doesn't have knockoff yet, which is very nice. And yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty interesting team. I honestly don't really know what to expect from the Terra captains. Enamorus is probably going to be maybe something like fire or steel or something like that, just so it can, you know, take strong steel hits that could be coming its way. And then Volcanion could be like maybe fairy, something like that, because with like fairy or even like ghost, you fairly well wall Palafin. So yeah, there's about that. And last but not least, he has a Dunsparce. We respect little Dunny around here. So yeah, we're definitely making sure that we keep little Dunny in mind. So yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty cool team. He's got some good hazard control, has some good hazards of his own. So yeah, this should be definitely very fun. So let's go ahead and get right into the team that we're going to be bringing. So first up, we got Bronzong. Bronzong is very, very good into this team. He does very well into like the Enamorus, unless it's like maybe like a Terra Fire set, which if that's the case, then you know, we have enough special defense investment to hopefully take that thing on. But yeah, Body Press, Heavy Slam, Earthquake, and Stealth Rock. Rocks are good. Rocks are rocks. You know, we can't really deny that. So Colbur Berry, just very good for the Weavile. It only has Night Slash, but it's still better than nothing. And then just in general, just Bronzong is just good. I mean, how many times do you guys need to hear me say it? Bronzong is just such a good, reliable Pokemon. I don't really see anything else to say about it, but yeah, fantastic Pokemon. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for my boy Bronzong. Not really a whole lot to say. He's going to come in, he's going to do his job, and he's going to move on with his life. So there's that. Next up, though, we got Garchomp holding a Yachi Berry. Of course, we are Terra Fire, but I have another Pokemon that I really want to Terra this game, so hopefully I don't have to. However, we are still running Terra Blast for the Terra Fire, but other than that, we got Earthquake and Iron Head. That should be about all we need, so if we don't need the Terra Fire, we don't need it, which is great, but it's still good to have, nonetheless, for something like the Decidueye or the Bramblegast. I can just immediately delete that thing from the game, which is pretty cool. So, and then Yachi Berry, of course, for the Weavile, because that's like one of the only things that can really outspeed us and take us out in one shot. So with their bulk, we can take pretty much any hits from the Enamorus, unless it's like Specs. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, and then in that kind of situation, maybe we want a Terra, but you know, there's that. But yeah, we are running have to run max speed because of the Sandy Shocks. It is 101, but we are the Trolley 102, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, overall, tanky, bulky, Swords Dance Garchomp just look really freaking good in this game. So yeah, there's that. Next up, we got Choice Scarf Braviary. Again, we don't really need to Terra with Braviary, but, you know, we have Terra Steel Iron Head, just in case. Choice Scarfed is just really good. We outspeed everything on the team with the Choice Scarfed Adamant Nature, which is fantastic. And then, you know, Brave Bird Ironhead, Close Combat, and you turn hits pretty much the entire team very, very hard. And if he brings the Decidueye as his only hazard control in Defog, then, you know, that's great. We can pretty much fairly safely come in on that anytime. And we might take a hit from like a Close Combat or something like that, but, you know, then we get to fire off a Brave Bird or something like that pretty easily. So, but yeah, Braviary, very, very good Pokemon in this matchup, in my opinion, and I think it's just gonna be just a good, reliable Pokemon. Braviary is always just another one of those like reliable Pokemon to me. He always kind of just does his job, and, you know, I never hear any complaints from him, so that's really cool. So yeah. So yeah, very, very cool Braviary set here. He's going to do some work, I think, and we're going to move on to the next guy, and that's going to be Assault Vest Palafin. So, of course, he can go Volcanion, and he can go the Terra Volcanion, but Palafin, outside of Volcanion, just looks so freaking good. So, we have Jet Punch, Wave Crash, Iron Head, and Close Combat. Close Combat, obviously, going to hit the Volcanion as hard as we can. If he chooses to go with Terra Fairy Volcanion, then that's why we have Iron Head, so we can hit that as well. So, and just in general, like, Wave Crash and Jet Punch just hits so freaking hard into the majority of the rest of his team. So, he does have, like, the Bramble Gas. Bramble Gas is kind of annoying, but Bramble Gas is also kind of a bad Pokemon. And it can't even use Poltergeist right now, so there's that. So, but, yeah, that's pretty cool. So overall, I think it's a cool Pokemon, and yeah, you know, despite the Volcanion standing in our way, we're still gonna bring it because it's bulky, it's pretty fast, and it hits hard as hell. And having priority is always a good thing. So yeah, Palafin definitely gonna be just still a great freaking choice here. So. Next up, we have Ceruledge holding the air balloon. This is kind of like a check to the Enamorus. The best it could hit me with is Earth Power, so what it needs to do is it needs to pop the air balloon first. So then in that kind of situation, we can, if we have a Swords Dance up, then we just kill it with Bitter Blade, or we can just go for Bitter Blade, heal a bunch, you know, do a crap ton of damage to the Enamorus, maybe finish it off with a Shadow Sneak or something like that on the following turn. So we're very bulky Enamorus, very bulky Ceruledge, so we can take hits from the Enamorus. Also can potentially take hits from like the Sandy Shocks and stuff as well, which is pretty dang cool. We can also do pretty well against Bramblegast as well, because it doesn't. The best thing it has to hit us with is Shadow Sneak, which is not coming anywhere close to killing me. So we can easily just maybe even potentially set up a Swords Dance. We'll lose our balloon, but we can Swords Dance and then just Bitter Blade it all back, and or even like Shadow Sneak if he tries to do something else. So there's that. So yeah, Ceruledge looks really, really strong, and just again more priority is nice, and just having Flash Fire so the Volcanion can't spam fire moves is also very, very good. So overall, Ceruledge looks fantastic here, I think, in my opinion. So. And last but not least, Pirouette Meloetta, holding a big nugget with Fling, Acrobatics, Relic Song, and Close Combat. I'm very proud of this set. So yeah, I am very, very proud of this set. Yes, it got the thumbnail. I don't care if it does nothing in the battle. It's getting the thumbnail because this is a very fun and cool set. So yeah, probably don't need Acrobatics, but I'm like, you know what? I want to run Fling, because if he goes into the Slowking on the Relic Song, then he has runs the risk of getting put to sleep for one, and then I can kill it on the following turn with a Fling, which is cool. So yeah, Big Nugget, if you didn't know, is a 130 base power move with Fling, which is very, very cool. So, Dark type move, obviously. And then we have Acrobatics. Once we're unburdened, we can pop Terra Flying, and then go for Acrobatics. And there we go. We just get to do a bunch of damage and do a lot of cool things. And that's just so fun. It's just such a fun set. I'm really hoping it actually does something. I really hope. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It looks like a fun set. But overall, yeah, that's pretty much about it for the team. I think it's a pretty solid team, like I said. I think that we have a decent matchup, not the best. We're definitely gonna have to watch out for some things like potentially an Enamorous, maybe like a contrary Enamorous, because like pretty much our entire team is physical. So we'll have to watch out for something like that. We don't have a lot of special offense on this team, but for the most part, I think that we'll be able to put on enough pressure to just punch through that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's gonna be it for here. Thank y'all so much for stopping by and watching the team builder and stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy the battle. Okay, so we got Sandy Shocks, Goodra, fucking Weavile, the whatchamajigget, Decidueye, yeah, that thing. Yeah, that's his only hazard control on this team as well, by the way, so that's pretty cool. No Galarian Slowking. That's really odd. Not gonna lie, that is odd. Huh. Oh well. Cool. No Belly Bolt either is nice. Not like it's super necessary, but I think Bronzong lead is fine here. You set up rocks. I mean, it matches up decently well against the Sandy Shocks or the Enamorous. The only thing that could be annoying is, like, I don't know, lead right off rip, freaking stupid Goodra, maybe? I don't know. That would be, like, the worst case scenario. But, doable. So, I don't know. Alright, I'm really hoping that the Fling Tech still pays off. I'm hoping that I can just, you know, maybe go for a Relic Song as he tries to sack something and then just fling something. Yeah, like, not being able to, yeah, really fire off the Fling early. I might just, like, literally just fling, just to get it out of the way. Sandy Shocks comes out, okay. That's cool. Probably just gonna trade rocks for spikes as we see a speed boost, probably special attack boost. Okay. Okay. So, I could just set up rocks here. He's probably just gonna go for some spikes, if I had to guess, which makes sense. Okay. Let's see here. Spikes. As I set up some rocks. Now he only has access to one boost, so that's pretty cool. I think he's gonna get greedy. He's gonna get up another layer of rocks, so I can set up I can go for a nice. Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. That did do a lot of damage. Okay, so I can go for an earthquake here. What does he choose to go into? Decadewey. The Deca of the Dewey. You can do a little chunklet of damage to this. I did absolutely nothing. We don't see a leftovers or anything, so we can go into Braviary. If he clicks Defog, then he has to deal with a +2 Scarfed Braviary that's going to click freaking Brave Bird and fucking murder half of your team. So, knock off? Ooh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna click Brave Bird anyway. Like, he has the Goodra, which can come in. But, like, if he does that. So, I mean, okay, so Braviary's kind of not really as useful now. Sandy Shocks can come in. It's fine. I mean, this is still gonna do a decent chunk. That did a decent little chunklet. Alright, well, you can just go into Garchomp. That's fine. Expecting maybe just a Volt Switch right here. I'm actually curious about something on Sandy Shocks. So he can be timid and still try attack. Did nothing. No hacks, which is nice. I can just fire off an Earthquake. I outspeed this thing guaranteed. I could make a read, but I don't think that's necessarily necessary. Yeah, let's just go for an Earthquake. Does switch out Sandy Shocks. Probably just gonna go back into the deck of Dewey, as it indeed is. I mean, he's still getting rocks damage. He's gonna take a little chunklet from this Earthquake, more than the yeah. So that it looks like it's fully defensive. So we just go back into the Braviary. Yeah, same play. I don't really care. I mean, good for him. Good on him. I might go for close combat this time, because it will still do a decent amount. And I mean, if he goes for like triple arrows or something like that, I don't think it'll kill Braviary. He doesn't have a ton of defense, but like Braviary actually has respectable natural bulk. And like I said, Braviary's kind of like value pretty much fell off a cliff after the knockoff. So U-turn. Okay. Okay, so I mean, he might just go right back out into Sandy Shocks. If he does, then that's annoying. Not the end of the world. I might try to go for like a U-turn then, if that's the play. I mean, he has to go out in something faster. He has to go out in something faster. Sandy Shocks. Okay. I'm getting rocks damage and everything like that. I'm cool with this. I'm gonna click close combat. As he volt switches? That's fine. Okay. Like I said, Braviary's kind of fallen off now that he lost his scarf. So, and then I get to get momentum here, and I get to see what the hell he's doing. So this is fine with me. I get to see what's going on. As big old goo comes in. Okay. Big goo comes in. Okay. As we see leftovers. Okay. So there's the leftovers. Alright. I think Garchomp is probably the play, right? Just get a decent hit off on it. Could go Ceruledge. I don't think it could do much to Ceruledge. I feel like I want to go for this first. Because I feel like it's trying to go for like some shelter bullshit on me. So I want to get like a decent hit off right off rip. Yeah, I don't want it to like start setting up shelters and doing stupid stuff. All right, there's the shelter. Okay, so we do a lot of damage. All right. This is fine. We can just go for another Earthquake. Alright. And if you touch me, now you're at, like, oh, I even live, because Garchomp is a beast! Garchomp is a beast. Alright. I don't think it dies to rocks. Yeah, let's just go for another Earthquake. Alright, Goodra goes down. That's cool. Is there value in keeping Garchomp as a sack? Kind of. Kind of. That's the answer to that. Let's just see what he brings in. There's the Volcanion. So, oh, no boots on Volcanion. I'm definitely expecting a Terra here. So honestly, figuring out what his Terra is right here would be really nice. So I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. As we see a Terra, what is his Terra going to be? He's like maybe a Flame Charge set, then that might be very nice. It's water. Interesting. Okay. Flame Charge. It is a Flame Charge set. Okay. So rocks, that comes out. Can I kill with Shadow Sneak? I know my Ceruledge is not very invested. Shadow Sneak doesn't do that much. Honestly, I could go into Meloetta. Let's do that. Let's try. Do we do it? Yeah, we do it. Steam Eruption? I should take that. I mean, Meloetta has very good special defense. I do? And I do knock it out. And now I'm faster than everything, so that forces him to bring in Weavile. I do it, yeah. So this set doesn't really work that well though, unfortunately. So he's already used his Terra though, which is definitely problematic. I think Ceruledge looks really good though. The mix of Ceruledge and Bronzong look good. And Palafin is, as long as I can get Palafin up and running, I am cooking. I should have gone into Ceruledge and Shadow Sneak. I think, yeah, Shadow Sneak would have killed from that range. And Namarus comes in. Okay. Oh. This isn't very strong, but it will still do a lot of fucking damage. And this is my last. This is my last Terra Captain. So I mean, if we're gonna pull the trigger, we're gonna do it now. It doesn't do that much damage. Draining Kiss. Weird. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, that's very weird. Okay, what does he have left? He has Weavile. So the boots are going to be on Weavile. I am willing to put almost full faith in that. I'm going to go into Palafin, so I can get baby Palafin out of here. And get big man Palafin up and running. I just realized I don't have Flip Turn now. That is very problematic. So we're gonna go into Bronzong. We're just gonna hard switch into Bronzong. I thought I had Flip Turn, but I remember I switched it to Iron Head at the last minute. That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't think you can beat me though. What is your item? That's a weird set. Calm Mind? I don't think you can beat me, though, because you have Draining Kiss and what, like Earth Power? You've already spent your Terra. Nice crit. And then we have the Colbert Berry still for the Weavile, which I believe I will live now still. Decadewey comes out. Okay. I do want to definitely save. There it is. It's the Sandy Shocks, right? Okay. So Sarah Ledge. I mean, if he knocks off, right? I get to just heal back up with a Bitter Blade, and nothing in the back can really take that. So that's cool. I think Palafin just wins this game. Roost, that's fine. Because you cannot kill me with any 2 hits, and I can kill you with 2 Bitter Blades. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, this looks like it's very defensive, and I know my Sarah Ledge is not offensive. Oh, easy. Citrus? Interesting. Knock off. That's about what I expect. But I just Bitter Blade all the way. I just spam Bitter Blade here. He can't switch in on it. Yeah, he can't switch in on it, and couple arrows, yep. Makes sense, go for the crit. Respectable. Yeah, I think Palafin just wins the game. So the boots are definitely on the Weavile. Like, without a doubt. Without a doubt, the boots are on the Weavile. Shocks comes out first. Okay. We know you were booster energy, so... I might live a Volt Switch, so I don't see a reason not to just go for a Bitter Blade. I'm very bulky, so if he tries to go for Volt Switch, yeah, I lived that! Let's go! Let's go, Sarah Ledge! And then I get a free Bitter Blade off onto this Weavile. No boots? He didn't have boots on anything? Yo, Rock's play were so good here then. Holy shit. Alright. Do I want to try to save differential here? Do I want to attempt to save differential here? I think the safe play either way is to go into Bronzong, and then I preserve both priorities just in case something fucking insane happens. And worst comes to worst, I get to potentially gain 2 differential here. Gain an extra differential here. But yeah, so we'll go for an Earthquake. Should kill. Battle was canceled. Fair enough. I will take the free differential. Bronzong will get that last kill. Nice. GG to Pokebaldi. Yeah, shout outs to him. Feel free to give him a like. He is uploading this league, so please go give him some love. He makes some pretty decent content and all that fun stuff, you know, so yeah. And, you know, always gotta shout out everybody else. But GG nonetheless. That was a really well played game. He brought some very interesting stuff, like the Iron Defense, Calm Mind, and Namorous. That was really, really good. I want to know what the last move on it was, because, like, it had to be, like, Earth Power, right? It had to be. Otherwise, like, Sarah Ledge just aims for crits or something like that on that kind of set. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thank y'all so much for stopping by and watching. Like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. I love you all. Deuces.